Not if we're eating it. And this is my wonderful sister Debbie. She's having fun. Yeah, you're having fun.
Having a lot of fun.
We're looking at the first place crown
And
plaques for the Cookoff. Hi, welcome to Cooking for All Seasons, and this would be the season of
garlic.
And I'm Judy Keys, and I'm here at the Garlic Festival year 2006 with my sister Debbie.
Hi everyone, I'm back again. It's Vuja Day, that's deja vu backwards. Here we are again at the festival, just like last year, showing you the pre-festival and all of the effort that goes in by your community to make such a beautiful festival that of course benefits your community as well.
Well, thank you for being here all the way from Raleigh, North Carolina.
I love it. I wouldn't miss it.
It's beautiful today. It really is. The breeze is blowing. This is the year 2006, and I'm not sure if all of you are aware, but about a week ago, the temperature here was about 115, between 115 and 118. So we're kind of glad that the festival is this weekend and not last weekend.
Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah.
For more than one reason.
Yeah, basically we would have had baked garlic.
Oh yeah, which is very good, by the way.
Well, good, but we had baked people with baked garlic.
That's not good.
So we're going to have a good festival this year, and this is the beginning of it. And over to our right is sort of the kind of beginning of the Garlic Festival and how it started with everything, and that's Gourmet Alley, and that's sort of the beginning of the begin. And there's pepper steak sandwich. You see that over there?
Yes. That, the penne con pesto, the sautéed and marinated. Is that stuffed and marinated? That's right.
Stuffed and marinated mushrooms.
Maybe they're marinated first and then stuffed.
Yeah.
But then you have your.
Oops! There goes a truck.
And there's some of our wonderful volunteers.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of effort really that goes into this. I was watching them. You see that big banner there? Well, that doesn't stay there all year long.
I know.
These people put this up every year and tear
well,
it
actually,
down every year.
I drove through here the other day, and the temperature in my car read 116 degrees, and I'm not kidding. There were people here putting up these big white, if you guys can see, these big white tents. And I really did. I felt so bad. There's the beer, there's the beer people, and they're gonna be making a fortune.
They'll be busy.
They'll be busy.
That's probably one of my favorite places, other than Gourmet Alley.
Yeah, well, you got to get some of that garlic with some beer, and then you can't see it, but we're gonna be visiting it. It's the Cookoff over there.
The Cookoff
and
stage.
Can you hear? There's some practicing going on over there. If you can hear in the background, I don't know. I don't know if my mic will pick it up. No, it's not picking up. But anyway, there's some bands practicing over there. And there's a children's area, which is a cool area for the kids.
And the bobblehead station.
And the bobblehead, that kind of started off as kind of a nothing thing, and then it just like went nuts.
Do you know that all my friends in North Carolina, they're bobblehead collectors for generally sports figures, especially hockey.
Yeah.
Go Canes. But when they saw my bobblehead,
wait a minute. I heard that. Go Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this.
Go Sharks too.
Yeah. This
would
be. Yeah. This would be Shark Country. Okay.
I
just had to get that in. This would be Shark Country.
But the garlic bobbleheads have now taken their rightful place next to the Carolina Hurricane bobbleheads in my community because I come back with a bunch of them.
Cool.
So if you want them, I understand they go fast. So you got to get here day one and get yourself in line first thing. In fact, get your divide and conquer. So send somebody to the Gourmet Alley first, and the other to stand in line for the bobbleheads. That way, everybo's happy.
Yeah, because they number them. Yeah,
there's X amount manufactured and sold per season. So that's a fun little memory.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna visit over at the Gourmet. We're gonna go over to Gourmet Alley, but we're gonna go over here to the. To where the Cookoff is.
The Cookoff stage?
The Cookoff stage, and we're going to talk to some people over there. and see what's happening over there and see how they put everything together.
Yeah, because I think you're going to be really impressed.
Okay.
We're back.
Hi. Now we're at. This is the Cookoff stage.
Oh, I think I know somebody that was on the Cookoff stage once a while ago, who placed, and it was published in one of the garlic cookbooks.
Roasted
that
garlic
would be
cheesecake.
Judy.
I know it sounds kind of, but it was a savory cheesecake. Okay.
Yes,
so.
It was outstanding, by the way.
Anyway.
And actually, those cookbooks you can still buy in the Mercantile. So if you're interested in getting one of Judy's published recipes, that's definitely the place to get it. That was the anniversary. Was that the anniversary cookbook?
I don't remember. I'm so embarrassed.
Or was it the year before that? Anyway.
So here we are, and this is kind of like where all these people, they send in all of their recipes, and this is the ultimate of the Garlic Festival, to be up here. Can you see? I know, the problem is that the lighting here is because the sun is moving through the system. Is this better?
Well, you know what the premise
over
is.
This way, over
the
here.
premise is that you send your recipes in, and they are guidelines that you follow. Yeah. And people from all over the country submit, and probably beyond the United States.
Oh, okay, wait. Here we go. Here are
the chair and co-chair of the Cookoff stage.
Of the Cookoff. Here we are. Hi.
Let me have you introduce yourself.
I'm Karen LaCordy, the Cookoff chair.
Hi, Karen.
And I am Barbara DiLorenzo, the assistant Cookoff chair.
Oh, well, thank you so much for sparing your time. I know that you guys
busy.
This is a tremendous amount of work. So kind of give us an idea of when you start and the progression of how things put together.
Here and take my mic.
You know what? It's kind of like having a baby. It's kind of a 9-month process. You start in January. You start deciding what celebrity chefs you want. And, of course, the contest is open for the most part of the year to anybody in the United States and Canada. And I kind of have a committee meeting. I've got about 30 people, 25 to 30 people that I work with, my lovely co-chair here. And we just start in from step one with chefs, start talking about contestants, start talking about how we're going to read the recipes. Barbara, why don't you go ahead and start talking about the criteria for the recipes and how we send those to the nutritionist and all that.
We get approximately 300 to 400 recipes during this process. We have a committee that reviews the recipes. We choose the ones that we feel meet the criteria. There are 6 cloves of garlic required. The recipe that gets submitted has to be able to be prepared and presented within a 2-hour period. We also look at ease of preparation when we look at the recipes. We narrow it down to 40 to 50 recipes. Then they go to the food nutritionist who prepares each one of the recipes, and she chooses the 8 finalists that are in our contest.
Yes, and then after we've done that, then we start preparing for the stage. I have a decorating committee, which is actually working in the background, and the whole process of this stage takes a week. On Monday, we're out here. We got to set the poles that you see, and then we have the shade tent installed, so that's an all-day deal. Then on Tuesday, the stage is built, and the bleachers. That's another all-day deal. And then yesterday, Wednesday, I call it Hell Wednesday because it's a pretty grueling day. All the stoves and ovens and everything that you see on stage is delivered, and we have a setup crew for that. This year, we're proud to say we got 8 brand new stoves. And yeah, isn't that exciting?
Yeah, we heard. That was the buzz.
It is the buzz,
That's
and
the buzz.
I have to thank my buddy Phil Fertino from Hollister. He and I went to school. I went to Notre Dame. He went to Palma. He helped put this thing together, but I have 8 wonderful sponsors also to thank. Washington Mutual for 3 stoves, Custom Patent Partition, who is Todd and Janice Jones, for 4 stoves, and the lovely Barbara DiLorenzo and her husband Gary, and Jack and Carol Peters, other friends, for another stove. So we're very thrilled with you all for doing that.
Now, if I may just ask you for a second, now these stoves, do these then go into storage for the continuing years? And then so these will be, so this is a gift that keeps on giving then? And that's great until they actually don't function anymore, which would, I'm sure, take a long time. So.
About 25 years.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. So how many volunteers do you have overall for this particular part of the festival overall?
50, I would say.
Pretty much,
And they range in age. We have the young boys come in that help us. They're the ones that go under the stage and have to do all that grueling work and
Right.
work that gets done under there.
Right.
This is such a large crew. Right now we have Joe Pearl, who's a plumber in town, who's helped us do all of this, and he's working right now, and his wife.
That's
Such an array of people that come.
That's great. And who is responsible for this great design with the leopard print? Yeah. That's a spicy kitchen. They're so cute.
Leopard has been part of my life for like forever. And so everybody decided that we would have leopard this year.
I think they're great.
On the poles up here.
That's how I knew because
Oh,
I
yeah.
made a
Now
comment
we're
regarding
gonna
that.
Get it over here. We got
Oh,
a
that
leopard in
that-
your life is always good.
well, a lot of garlic and a little leopard is really the key.
That's our theme this year.
A lot of garlic and a little leopard
Yeah, and
That's
we have
awesome.
some wonderful chefs too. We have a couple new ones this year, celebrity chefs.
that are coming to demonstrate. Is that?
Absolutely,
Oh,
and that's
great.
The demo stage right there.
That's great. That's great. And
And those all have to be solicited during the year, and then Barbara, we have to collect. Okay, we have to collect all the recipes, not just from the contestants, but from all of our celebrity chefs, and we do a cookbook, and Barbara can tell you about that.
The cookbook is a project all unto its own. We get all the recipes from the contestants. We get our recipes from our celebrities. And then we get recipes from our local chefs. We do have local chefs as well that participate. All these recipes have to be typed in a special format. We have a protocol that we follow with our cookbook. There's acknowledgments that go into the cookbook. Last year, the cookbook was dedicated to the memory of Dick Nichols, who had
Right.
passed away. And it's a fun project. And this year's cookbook is absolutely fabulous.
Now I have a question. When you say guest chefs, what are the criterion for the chefs that actually demonstrate on the stage here that are guests?
Well,
Because you mentioned local chefs. Is that so? I'm just kind of curious, and I'm sure our audience is also what that criterion is as well.
I'm sure you've heard of the Sakabozo show, which consists of Gene, Sakahara, and Sam Bozo. They're icons here.
Right.
And they have
Past
been doing
presidents.
this.
Right,
Past presidents.
right.
And they've been doing this for a long time. The criteria is you have to be able to know how to cook.
Very good.
You have to have a personality.
Gotcha.
You have to love
You have to have
garlic.
And you have to love,
love garlic.
Gar-
That is the
I don't think that's a problem in this town.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
And like people like, yeah, exactly. People like Andrea Francello from San Francisco, the Stinking Rose, comes every year. He has a passion for the festival, a passion for garlic. As a matter of fact, he has 5 restaurants, maybe 6 now, because he just acquired the Franciscan on Fisherman's Wharf. And he has a brand new cookbook out this year. And of course, which is the Stinking Rose cookbook, Stinking Rose restaurant cookbook. And of course, Christopher Ranch is the official garlic of the festival. And they provide all the garlic for the contestants and the chefs back here also, which is wonderful. And the garlic braids that you see out here. And we also have LJB Farms that does a lot of our produce and garlic braids. Aren't they great? Are they good friends of yours? Well, see, so we're, you just band together and do the local thing, and then you pull. Us? You guys, well, enter your recipe. Have you entered? Have you entered?
We'll be up here. We'll be
Oh,
up here.
I
cooking
think
for
I
you
remember
one
that.
year.
You know what? You're refreshing my memory as we speak.
Yeah, no, my sister and I, we cook from the.
That's right.
Yeah. So so we'll be up here.
She does her cooking for all seasons. So
It's cooking for all seasons.
I've
so
seen
we'll-
you.
Yeah, so we'll
I've
be
seen
up
you.
here. So I just want to say thank you for being with us. Thank you for sparing your time.
Well, thank you. It's
and thank you for putting all of your time and effort into helping the city of Gilroy. And
well, you know what? We love
and
it. It's a
doing all
passion for
this.
us too. Both Barbara and I love to cook, and we love Gilroy. And you know what? For me, it's the camaraderie. Everything that I do, it's the camaraderie
We
of being with
appreciate it. We
the people.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
We-
And the
And we'll-
audience
We
appreciates it
laugh,
too.
we giggle, we have fun.
We have fun. I mean, some of it's work. Don't get us wrong, but we have fun.
Very hard work.
We look at each other
I
and
know.
10 degrees out.
yeah.
Oh.
You know, you're
We
Well,
look-
I was driving, like I said, I was driving through here on Sunday, and it was like 116, and I was watching those guys over there putting up the white tents.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I just hope that next weekend it's not that, because we've had fried garlic. We had fried people,
We were all
fried
thinking
garlic.
that. We were all going to church and praying.
Yes, it would be like
Exactly.
yeah. So,
But here you have it, the long and short of it.
we'll see you guys tomorrow.
It is. Exactly. Thank you.
But
You're welcome.
thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
ladies,
We'll see you
and
guys
good
tomorrow.
luck. I'm sure everything is going to be great this weekend. We can't wait to watch.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. We're back.
Okay, we're here. Cooking
No,
for
we're
all.
there.
No. Okay, we're a little smacky. Oh,
It's hot in the
it's
sun.
Hot. Yeah.
So
This is Cooking for All Seasons. We're at the Garlic Festival, year 2006, and it's not a space odyssey. We really are here. It feels like it. It's really hot. I mean, it's kind of really hot.
But we're
But I just want you guys to know we're here, and it's Thursday, and so we have no idea who the contestants are. We only know names and what their
title of their recipe.
the title of their
No
recipe.
ingredients.
We don't know what we only know what
Well,
the ingredients.
we don't know the
are.
procedure.
We don't know what. Yeah.
We don't have any idea what the presentation looks like.
Nothing. We
So
know,
we're
we
ma-
know nothing
we're-
other than the name.
Right, and we're making some picks to see how really up and with it we are.
Well,
And,
just
you know,
kind of see what the name was sort of,
Which is
yeah,
kinda
what the
true.
name, what kind of the name, if the
Some-
name represents,
the food.
yeah, and see what
Well-
kind of, what in a name of food sparks your appetite.
Well, I think really what we in the other segment that we were with the chair of the Cookoff stage, and you learned exactly how much there goes into deciding which are the final contestants. So these recipes are tested, chosen, and then tested in a test kitchen by the nutritionist. And
Yeah,
so,
and-
but she's the only one that knows what they taste like. We don't know. We don't
well,
know what they
it's
look like.
actually who it is it's a company up in San Francisco that actually writes. I know when I did it, it was a company up in San Francisco that picks the finalists, and they actually write recipes for the boxes and cans of.
Oh, so they do like all the nutritional
the-
facts.
yeah,
and things
they do
like
all
that.
the nutritional facts, I believe, and they write all the
I wanna
recipes.
work there.
and They write the recipes for cereal boxes and I think cans and and those kinds of things.
I
and
want to
stuff
do
like
that.
And-
That's
or
the
check
job
those
I
recipes.
want. How fun.
So I mean, it really is. Now I don't know if they still do that, but I mean, maybe that's something that we should.
Well,
maybe we'll try to find that out tomorrow.
Yeah, I think that's really so. That's really actually kind of interesting.
So let's get to the names
Well,
of the
why
recipes.
don't you read off the recipes?
Okay, the
No-
first one. Okay, what?
Go ahead and read them
Okay.
off, and then we'll tell you which ones we feel sound the best.
Okay, the first one is now. See how this you guys. And this is Thursday. We have no idea.
Well,
We
these
know-
aren't available for tasting for the public, unfortunately.
Well, no, but I'll tell you something. When the winner is picked, it is available at. Let's see here. It's available and served at Mamma Mia's restaurant.
Oh, is
I
that how
believe.
they do that?
Yeah,
they put it
Mamma
on the
Mia's
menu.
restaurant puts it on the menu.
And also the recipe is published for
Yeah,
everybody, so
for
that you
everybody.
can actually
Right.
make it yourself.
The year for 2005, the recipe that won.
Was a basil and
Was-
garlic stuffed sea scallops wrapped in prosciutto and served with a spicy citrus beurre blanc, which sounds wonderful.
Yeah. Now
I
that kind of really tells you almost exactly. Exactly what's in that recipe, and it kind of
Yeah,
really
if you know
kind
what a beurre blanc sauce is, which is a classic French butter sauce,
okay.
which a white butter sauce is basically what a
Okay.
beurre blanc is.
So here we go. That was 2005. These are 2006.
These are the contestants for the 2006
Dun,
cook-off.
dun, dun, dun. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
The first one.
Well, we're here.
Well, we're here.
This is like the big. This is the big deal. This is where
This is the
everybody
big, the big
shows
macher.
their
Is
the
this
big macher.
The big macher.
This is where everybody who has really into the Garlic Festival wants to be coming up here shortly to watch the cook-off.
Well, this is the funnel, the end of the funnel of all the hundreds of applicants who sent in their hundreds
recipes.
of applicants. This is the eight.
The last 8.
The 8.
And they're all getting ready. And
And this is Saturday. This is the Saturday cook-off
this is
of the 2006 Gilroy Garlic Cook-Off.
Yeah, and you see we have some very busy chefs here.
And this is Cooking for All Seasons. And this is my wonderful sister Debbie, and she's having fun. Say you're having
I'm
fun.
having a lot of fun. Anyway, this is really my favorite part of the festival, other than the eating part. I love watching everybody cook and the excitement. And, this is a very inspiring place to be
Yeah.
for the year because you learn
Well,
some different food
love
combos.
to cook, so this is definitely. I mean, picking up a few little tips here and there.
Yeah, some flavor combos. So we're gonna
wander around and interview all the contestants. So are we ready to roll?
We're ready. Shall we start with number 1?
Let's start with number 1.
All
And
right.
Debbie already
We're
figured
on our way.
Which one's not? Where are we going?
We're going right over here.
Okay, we're going over here. Okay, and we're walking and we're walking. Oh, and I stepped on our cord.
Stepping on the cord. Okay, we're here with contestant number 1. Can you give us your name, please?
Jennifer Malphus.
And Jennifer, where are you from?
I'm from Orland Park, Illinois.
And how long have you been cooking?
Oh my gosh, all my life.
All your life. And I see you've got the Oh Baby prosciutto wrap, roasted garlic, feta, and rosemary stuffed bellas, short for portobello mushrooms. So are you pretty confident with your skills today?
I'm confident with my skills, but there's a lot of good competition out here. So
Looks really good.
Well, I think it's enough to say that you must be fabulous to have gotten this far. So,
I'm very happy to be here.
well, we wish you the very best.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, do you see this
Congratulations.
yummy filling she's making?
I
I'm
know,
hungry.
Looking good. Looking good. Congratulations.
You want to film? Watch your little foot there, Jude.
And thank you for being here.
Okay.
Okay, and we're with.
Judy Reynolds, Bloomington, Indiana.
Oh, I know Bloomington, Indiana well.
Do you?
I sure do.
And you are cooking.
Creamy lobster garlic with hearts of palm soup.
Hearts of Palm. And who would be loving Hearts of Palm?
That would be me.
That's my
That would
sister's
be-
most favorite thing is Hearts of Palm.
Yes, and
But it looks wonderful. It just looks wonderful.
Thank you.
And we wish you the best of luck.
Is this your first time in a cooking contest?
only in the lobster.
Oh,
Only at lobster. No,
oh.
only in Gilroy.
Only in Gilroy.
and so you've done others.
Yeah, Pillsbury Bake Off.
Oh, wow.
For what?
National. I actually was in 4 times. I had 2 breads, a little dessert cup with biscuits and apple pie filling, and I had graham cracker pound cake.
Wow. This is
Whoa,
a season.
this
This is a
is-
season contestant here.
That's
And
great.
national chicken and national beef.
Oh my
Wow,
goodness.
this is
But this is the first time I've cooked in 25 years, so those were all done in the 70s when I was younger.
Well,
Oh.
hey, it's like a bike. You never forget.
That's right.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Well, we wish you all the
Well,
best.
it's an intriguing recipe, and
Yeah.
it sounds lovely. So I'm sure you're going to do really well.
Sample it.
I hope so. You got a
wish
shot
you the
right here.
best.
You want to take a look over here? We've got the lobster poaching, and see, she's got all of her prep
Ooh.
work. That is lovely. Do you
That's-
keep a lobster stock with that too?
No, I don't.
Okay.
That looks wonderful. That looks
Thank
wonderful.
you very much.
Well,
Thank you
good
so
luck
much.
to you.
Good luck.
Thank you so
And-
much.
Okay,
Okay,
and
now we're gonna
off to three.
Three.
Let's go this way.
Three.
Hi, we're here with contestant number 3, and what is your name?
Roxanne Chan.
And Roxanne, what are you preparing for the contest today?
It's cornmeal custard crepes with a sweet heat salsa, shrimp salsa.
Wow,
Ooh,
that sounds great. Is
that
this
sounds great.
a old family recipe, or did you just develop this for the Garlic Festival?
Just for the garlic festival.
Wow,
And is
it
this your
sounds
first
great.
time?
No, this is my 10th time.
Wow, she keeps coming back. She must like the garlic.
Cook with it every day.
Oh, so do we. That's wonderful. It's just an intriguing recipe.
Yeah, we
So-
talked about it the other
Yeah,
day.
we did.
thought it was very interesting. Very
It is,
interesting.
It is. My neighbor introduced me to something called salad soup, which is a savory custard type thing. I thought, oh, that might be something to explore for garlic. So I took the idea, but I thought, what can I do with it? I just can't have custard. So one night I was making crepes for dinner, and I thought, oh, maybe if I put the custard into a crepe shell and bake it, would that work?
Oh, yeah,
I-
because we were.
I was very
were
curious
talking
about that. I was
about-
like, that's kind of like a blintz.
And so I tried it and it worked. And then because the garlic in the custard is mellow because it, bakes, I needed a kick and some color. And so I put together the salsa.
This is a seasoned veteran with cooking, and she sees the color interest and all that and the kick. That's a really interesting thing to note when you're doing food, is to have all of those
Well, you got
pieces
you
in it.
have the visual, the taste,
Different textures.
what is it, smell, but the
Aroma.
aroma,
fragrance.
it all works in
That's
to enjoying the food.
Oh,
well, we
yes,
wish you the
right.
best.
Yes.
Thank you
I
for
hope
your
to see you again next year.
Okay, I'll try.
Well, we,
Let's see,
it's
well, we
just-
haven't
this
got
is
much
just too
over
much
here
fun.
yet
Yeah,
starting,
so we
so-
want you to
No.
get started.
She's got her mise en place here,
Right.
and
right.
she can't start, but she's
Until
got her
9
recipe
o'clock,
there.
which
All
is
right.
Almost my time.
All right.
All right.
9:01. I think.
Well,
Oh,
no,
you
let
got
her
it.
go.
All right.
Good luck.
Okay, and we're with number 4, and this is.
Lisa Grant from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. My recipe is mojo shrimp wraps with roasted garlic and avocado creme fraiche.
And how did you come up with that?
Usually I've been doing a lot of mojo stuff, and I like burritos and cross-cultural stuff. So I kind of put everything together. I look to see what I have in my refrigerator. And I'm one of those people, if I have it, I throw it in, and I throw everything together.
So what is the mojo? What? Tell people what mojo is.
Mojo is Cuban marinade. It's made with like an orange juice, a lime juice, and I have other things like cilantro and onion. It's in a lot of like Cuban restaurants, and it's kind of, I guess, you would call it trendy right now, because if you look in the magazines, there's a lot.
You got a lot of the mojo. I call it the mojo, but that's a whole nother story.
So my question is, in New Jersey, where are we getting Cuban?
Well, there's not Cuban restaurants right in my area, but that's why I kind of make things myself,
Okay.
because actually there's not a lot of Cuban restaurants.
So then in order to enjoy it, then you had to develop it yourself.
That's cool.
Right. In
That's cool.
Philadelphia, there's a few, like some of the bigger cities and everything, but right within 20 minutes of my area, there's both.
So you had that craving, and so you decided you're going to do it for yourself.
And then I made mojo chicken and mojo shrimp and mojo steak. And
Mojo.
So are you married?
Yes.
Married.
So-
Children.
So are they mojo? No.
Well, the bad thing is my husband does not eat shrimp, and so I
So
would.
you brought it to Gilroy.
Yes, and
All right.
he'd bring the food to his work because I'm making this recipe and no one in my family's eating it. My daughter, who's 8, she'll try anything, and lobster and shrimp are her favorite food, so she tried
Oh,
it.
that's cool.
Oh,
There
hey,
you go.
do you have your
There
own little
go.
test kitchen right there with her, huh?
yeah,
And then the co-workers of your husband then
Yeah.
are the. That sounds like somebody else I know.
And actually, he works with 50 guys. He works for the New Jersey State Police. So I have 50 hungry guys to bring
Hey,
food
I'll
to.
tell you something. I know exactly. I know exactly.
Those
what you're
policemen
talking
are always hungry, I'm thinking, right?
Yes.
about. Yeah, you just send everything to work with him.
Right,
And
exactly.
I do. I know.
They try a lot of things.
That's what my sister does.
Yeah. I
My
know.
my brother-in-law is forever taking new things
Yeah.
to work.
And I have a few neighbors too. And so the week of the garlic contest,
It was a mass feed along.
I mean, I think my house kind of smelled like when you drive through Gilroy because I kept roasting garlic.
That's cute.
You need to put up a sign.
That's
that
cute.
says, Gilroy served here.
And after I eat today, I hope I find someone that wants to sit next to me on the plane.
Oh, I don't think you'll have any problem,
You're just
honey.
gonna be really, really healthy.
You're not going to have any
Well,
problem.
thank you for being here, and we really appreciate it, and good luck. It sounds wonderful.
Good luck, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Okay, we're moving on. Oh, look at all those good things over there.
We're here with contestant number 5, and her name is Elaine Sweet, and you're from
Dallas, Texas.
Dallas. Do they grow garlic in Dallas?
No, we get it from California.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. And what are you cooking today?
I'm cooking pontchartrain crusted catfish with a mudbug etouffee cream.
Pontchartrain
So it's
crusted.
very Cajun.
Very
And
Cajun.
Pontchartrain is the
It's the lake in
the lake in
Louisiana
New
that
yeah, in
flooded with
Louisiana,
New
flooded.
Orleans.
Yeah, okay. But this is a ode to the lake.
Yes,
this
this
is
is
an
our
ode.
tribute.
Okay.
Is this where you're from originally?
No, but the crawfish are from New Orleans.
And those are the mud bugs
Those are the
because
mud bugs.
in California, mud bugs are not known. So you need we need
mudbugs are crawfish.
mud bugs are crawfish. So in California, that would be interpreted as
What do you mean?
that crawfish are somewhat like
Oh, they're
little
like rock
shrimp,
shrimps.
like rock shrimp.
They're like a rock
Like a
shrimp.
rock
they
shrimp
taste,
here.
They're about the size of a shrimp.
You want to see them?
Here.
Oh,
we got-
that's a good
we
idea.
got a bug.
Right there underneath the red onion. This is some New Orleans crawfish tail.
See, these are New Orleans, and these are already been
They've already been shelled,
and cleaned,
are ready to use.
But if
You
you
get
go,
those.
but if you
I
don't,
got those in New Orleans, but in Dallas, the ones we have are from China. So I actually picked those up when I was in New Orleans.
but actually,
last.
every once in a while in our markets here, even in Gilroy, you will see the whole thing.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's
they-
actually at the festival here we have them.
Well, you
and
pull-
you see them, and they're in big
Yeah.
plates, and they're steamed
They're a
or
lot of work.
boiled.
They're a lot of work to
And what
clean,
they do
though.
is you crack them open and you suck the heads,
Yep.
right?
We do that all the time in
Okay,
Dallas.
so I know that kind of maybe gross some of the
Yeah.
people in California out, but that's what they do.
Well,
They
this is a
suck the
really-
heads
That's
out,
what we
right?
do. Yes.
And so you have an étouffée cream, which we were talking about earlier, and we thought that an étouffée cream was kind of interesting. I don't want you to give away too much, but how did you come up with an étouffée cream? Because I've had étouffée, but I've never had étouffée cream.
You know, my kids love what they call crispy fish. That's what they call this fish. Is they're always asking for the crispy fish, and I'll make crawfish etouffee, and I just kind of combine them together. Just to get it a little bit more depth, but usually at home I do one or the other. I don't necessarily.
A thinner étouffée then is used as a sauce over your crispy fish.
And an etouffee,
And etouffee is you make a roux with the butter and the flour, make the dark brown roux, and then I cook red bell peppers, green bell peppers, celery,
and
garlic,
that would
lots
be
of garlic.
the what of?
The etouffee.
Yeah, but the celery, the onion.
Oh, the
The Trinity.
Trinity, yes.
Trinity.
Emerald, I knew that.
Just had to get that little pop in there.
So
Yes. And so then you just kind of cook that down and put some tomato paste, some clam juice, and then you top it off. The real piece de resistance is the pernod. After the cream sauce is made, I stir in and I don't have a pernod bottle. I have it in a water bottle, but a tablespoon of the pernod.
Explain to everybody what that is, because I know what it is.
It's an anise flavored liqueur. It's got a very unusual taste, but it goes wonderful with spicy foods. It just kind of brings it all together.
It's that really, sometimes if you're at a finer restaurant where you have seafood and you'll say, what is that flavor I'm getting? And you can't put your thumb on it, and it's generally that.
well, actually, it's like the underlying. It's the underlying anchovy flavor. In some flavors where they're not really quite sure where it's coming from. You know,
Just like
people
that,
go, "Oh, I don't like anchovies," but they don't realize that a lot of stuff that they eat actually has anchovies
Yeah.
in it, but they're not.
Put a
really sure.
tablespoon of that, and you can smell it throughout the house. It's just
we
very
love anise.
aromatic. Yeah.
We like to drink the
Well, and we use in California, we use a lot of
fennel.
fennel and stuff. So Well, we want to thank you, and you
thank
need to
And
get
good
back.
luck.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so
Good
much.
luck,
Good
honey.
Appreciate it. I
Okay,
appreciate
guys,
it.
we're back on.
Thanks.
Bye.
Okay.
Okay, we're here with,
Michelle Rosenthal from Woodland Hills, California.
and she's making.
Woo! lobster medallion, chipotle butter, corn cake stacks with roasted garlic, lime beurre blanc, and roasted jalapeno and red pepper relish.
Wow,
Wow.
that's quite a
That's an undergoing.
that is how wow, that's a lot of stuff. You're going to be able to get through it?
Absolutely. They let us do our chopping a little bit before our time starts,
Oh,
so
good.
that
So
gives
you
us
have
yeah.
your-
So it takes a lot of pressure off of
That's
So
us.
good.
everything's chopped and blocked and ready to.
You got it.
So
baby.
ready
your
to spin,
your prep's
right?
all good
Yeah.
to go. And
Yep.
I know, can tell by looking at you that you've practiced this many times.
I have, and I'm like $800 into this already. This is a lobster.
So you have a lot of friends, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And they've been eating a lot of lobster.
Wait, do
lobster
you think
and corn
maybe you
cake.
were going to back off the lobster after this one?
No, after a while, my husband said, "You're just practicing the corn cakes, not the lobster. No more."
Can we switch to chicken?
No, we just, I bought
Hey,
it anyway.
whatever.
And I had to buy a lobster pot.
I noticed this. I'm envious
And
because I
because
wanted one
you-
of those.
Did you really need that? Yes, I did, dear.
Of course.
It was
needed
essential.
I love that. We think alike. I like that.
There's just certain things in life. Oh. Let's give a kick to La Crusade.
See, this is only for lobster.
And I bought it also because the La Crusade is one of the sponsors. You have to support this.
Oh, well, that was very
That
nice.
was very nice.
Yes.
That was
And
very
besides,
nice.
they have the best stuff.
They do. We love it. We both use it. And I've had some of mine for 28 years.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I still have from like my mother's the orange, flame orange.
That's
remember?
what
Oh,
I-
yeah. Oh,
That
yeah.
stuff.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can find them. Look at tag sales. You can find them for $2.
Oh, yeah.
People are silly. They don't know what they're
I
giving
know.
away.
I know. But we'll just snack them up, won't
There
we?
we go.
So, wow, this is quite an extensive. Now, I'm guessing that this may be like stacked like kind of a Napoleon.
It is, but I'm going to alternate it. Do a little bit of an angle on it, so I can get some
Oh, I like
garnishes
that.
around
I
it.
like
And
that.
I
I like that.
Easier to
and
eat.
I'm going to with my beurre blanc. I'd like to you do squigglies.
do a little-
and then so
like
for
that.
presentation.
Yeah. So with your
Yeah.
beurre blanc,
But look at, I also noticed she's got a little Irish butter going on over here.
I like
Okay, we're just
Look at
cross-culturing
That's good.
here.
Look at the difference in color.
Oh yeah, I know.
This
I
is
know.
butter.
Well, I mean, that's the
A
thing
lot of
is that
butter is white.
well, people, butter and salt are like the thing. People don't realize that different butters have different flavors.
Absolutely, and
You
it's
know?
got so much more cream and richness to it.
and not just the Irish butter, but the European butters. The European butters are higher quality.
They definitely are. I think so. And I think that
And
also
we
that
all need
they
fat.
don't-
Well,
yeah.
their cows eat.
Yeah.
Their cows eat different things.
There you go.
I mean, that's
Ireland,
really
aren't
where
they
it comes
known
from.
for their green pastures and.
Yeah.
Probably why
Well,
it's
they eat a lot of
Uh-huh.
potatoes, so why shouldn't they eat a lot of butter?
Yeah, see, they go
I mean,
together.
oh, come on,
And
think
this
about
is-
it.
brings me back to my recipe. Lobster and corn go together.
They do.
It's a marriage made in heaven.
Oh, yeah.
And
For sure.
I'm doing some little roasted tomatoes for on the side. We'll sprinkle it with a little bit of sea salt with some, give it a little crunch.
Well, see, there's the salt thing,
Mm-hmm.
and there is a difference in salt.
Absolutely.
So we don't
I'm
want
using today gray sea salt from France.
So we've got
Gray sea salt from
okay,
France.
so we've
Oh,
got
we love this.
France,
It's
we've got
moist.
Ireland, we've got France, we've got Ireland.
And I'm Jewish.
No, really? Would have never thought it. Anyway, we've got Ireland, we've got Gilroy,
Definitely
we've got
California.
got California
Or,
corn.
This fresh California. I bought this at the farmer's market.
okay, and then we got and
This
then we
is San
got
Luis Obispo.
oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
We've got some tangerine
Olive oil.
olive oil. Oh my goodness.
My nickname is Tangerine Girl. Everything
It's orange.
is tangerine. Even my oil is tangerine.
Oh, that's your signature.
and I think
It's
there's
your
a
signature
song
color.
called.
It's your
I think
signature
there's a-
color.
See, there's a song. Well, we don't want to bother you too much. We know
Thank you, girls.
So good luck.
Good
Be
luck.
sure to come taste my dish.
We
I hope
will.
we can.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I should say Mazel Tov for being here.
You're welcome, sweetheart.
Okay, we're on.
Okay.
Okay,
Good luck, darling.
good luck. Okay, and we're with,
George Medina.
and George is the only
Man. The only male contestant.
There we go.
There was a clarification there.
That's a little. And this is his sous chef.
And I'm Frank McGill.
And that's Frank Miguel. And what are you fixing today?
Today I'm making garlic crusted pork tenderloins with a roasted red pepper cilantro sauce.
Wow.
And this is, how many times have you been in the Garlic Festival?
This is my second time. I was in 03.
You were in 03?
Yes.
And what did you make then?
I made a chicken Florentine risotto with a garlic parmesan cream sauce.
Ooh.
That
and how
sounds
did that
really
fare?
good.
I tied for 4th.
Well, there you go.
Well,
there you
I'd
go.
say
It
that's
sounds
an
good to me.
Listen, even just being here is.
Just being here.
I would think.
I consider myself a winner just being here. It's an honor to be here.
He was so excited the first time he came out, and the dinner the night before, he says, you know what? It doesn't matter what happens tomorrow. We've already won.
Right.
Look at how welcoming
Right.
everybody
Yeah.
is here.
It's
and
a
he
great
had
weekend.
a ball.
Yeah.
Now, where are you from?
And you're from?
Huntington Beach, California.
Okay, now are you friends outside of the cook-off here, or because?
We weren't in 03, but we're becoming friends now.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
When I heard he was coming back, the chairman said, George is coming back. And I said,
That's great. So
Yes.
you have a
I have a new friend in Gilroy.
you have a helper, a friend and helper here.
Right.
That's great.
Right.
So I see what you have. Let's scoot up here. You guys, you have a
I brought a little Smoky Joe Weber grill.
and they allow you to use that?
Yeah, they did. They allowed me to bring it, and normally I cook them on the big Smoky Joe. The big Weber grill.
Yeah.
But obviously that's a little bit too big to bring to Gilroy. But I've been
Not if we're eating, it's not.
But
Thanks.
Actually, I practiced on this for about a month before I came here just to get the timing down, and it's pretty much.
I don't want to tell you, but my sister and I had a moment last year.
Oh my!
Of a show that we did, and to say the least, we fed about 200 people off of one of those.
One small little Weber like this. Yeah, we had a malfunction with another piece of equipment, and
about a $5,000
built-in grill.
Portable grill that failed, and we managed to feed a couple hundred people off of one of those.
And it was. I tell you what, they're great.
Efficient. So
the 1995 Weber beat the $5,000.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, it did.
They work great. They work really good. It's just a little bit smaller version of obviously the big kettle.
Yeah,
but
well, we
they
did.
work great.
We did a big pork loin the other night at Judy's on the big Weber grill, and it was out of this world.
Yeah,
perfectly cooked.
And actually, this recipe you could cook it in the oven, but it's so much better on the grill, And
so much cooler.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true too. And the first time I ever made it, I made it for my wife was throwing a shower. I forgot the event, but she goes, "Will you cook for us?" And I said, "Sure." And I just threw these things together pretty much. In about an hour's time, trying to figure out how I was going to make them, and that, I had.
And then that was the end of the shower, and they were all sitting around you, going.
Yeah, and I've been cooking them ever since.
We're
about 4 years
not
now.
worthy. We're not worthy.
And then they never left, right?
They're still there.
They're waiting for him to come back.
Okay, when's dinner? All right.
Exactly.
So this looks cool. You've got everything all prepared over here. I'm peeking.
That's the garlic crust.
So
can I just
got
scoot
the
by
garlic
here and
crust.
take a peek in here?
Ooh.
Well, that looks awesome. Now I'm asking you a question. Now, did you just decide to make 2 tenderloins, or did they give you an amount that you needed to prepare?
When the very first time I made this, I bought a package, and I thought it was just one big tenderloin.
Yeah, there's 2 in a package.
And there's 2, but not everybody sells them that way. Right here at the what's the name of Knob Hill? Knob Hill has them in singles. But so I was making them 2 at a time, as long as I can remember, and that's the way I do it.
Oh,
And,
okay. So that's the recipe.
Yep.
Is it okay? Now those actually look a little larger than the average. They come in. They're
Now
different
this
sizes.
is a pork
tenderloin.
Not a loin.
Not
but a
what
pork
we made the other night.
Yeah,
that was
I
a
just
loin.
wanted people to realize that there's a difference between a tenderloin
And a loin.
and the
Loin.
pork loin.
Tenderloin.
But the pork tenderloin is great because if you only want to fix one, it's just the right amount for a couple people.
Yeah.
You can even really, depending on
Well, it's
the
like-
appetite, you can really get 3 meals easily, depending on the. I mean, they range
Those
in
are big.
size probably by about 6 ounces from the smaller one to a larger one. Because we cook them a lot.
Part of this with the meal here is you have to prepare it to be able to feed the 6 judges and still have enough left to have your presentation.
Okay,
So-
that's
that's
kind of
that's
what
part
my
of-
that's
And
kind of what my
us.
question was.
And
So
us.
So that's
And
part-
us.
Oh, well. Don't say that. I don't know that.
I'm getting very very hungry.
They're just
I'm
we're just
getting
kidding.
very
But
hungry.
no, it looks wonderful.
is,
It really does.
I normally serve it with a green bean with pesto sauce on top, and it's just a great combination.
Oh, it
looks
sounds
nice.
good.
It looks nice on the platter, and just the different textures and the green beans and the meat.
Would
is-
look
So now
nice
you
for
have the
dinner
roasted
tonight.
pepper.
Yes, I will. Yeah.
You have the now. Are you doing green beans today too?
Yes, I am.
And now you have a roasted red pepper and cilantro sauce. Now, are
Sauce.
you roasting peppers now?
No, I have roasted pepper already.
Oh, you have roasted pepper. Okay, so that's cool. All right, yeah, because that's a job getting that done too.
But it's the sauce is such a very small part of the dish.
a little garnish.
Just really, that's really what it's more than anything. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And good
Thanks.
luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Thanks for your help.
Enjoy the rest of the festival.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you very much.
This is contestant number 8. And your name is?
Jamie Miller.
And Jamie, you're from
I'm from Maple Grove, Minnesota.
Minnesota. Okay.
And is this your first time in California?
No.
No.
I've been to California many times, and it's my second time at the Cookoff.
All right.
Second time.
Ooh,
What was the
yay.
first time?
It was in 2000.
And you made
I made a. What just flew in my mouth?
something from
That's
Gilroy.
the name of what she made. What just flew in my mouth? Just kidding.
That's a great name.
The wheels are turning. It was called garlic and herb crusted pork tenderloins with creamy garlic gravy, or something like that.
Something like that.
Okay.
Years ago, I don't remember.
Sounds
This
good.
year you're making.
This year I'm making chimichurri cheeseburgers with roasted garlic chili mayo.
Ooh, that
Ooh.
sounds really good.
And this is so cool.
So you got a little portable grill here.
Grill that they provided for me, so I haven't tested it out yet, but it looks like it'll work just fine.
They
Actually,
provided that
easier
for
than-
you?
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's
So it's electric,
really
I'm
neat.
assuming.
Not true with the grill, no.
It's electric. I wonder what kind it is. May I just close this for a moment?
Actually,
Barbecue grillware. It's a really that's
really
a neat little,
looking.
That's a neat little piece of equipment.
it's gas.
Oh, it is gas.
That's
you
really
see the line
neat.
is hooked up there. Oh,
know-
there's a little propane.
Actually, it's kind of
You know what I would
nicer
do?
than a big old
You know what
grill
I
for
would
a
do?
girl like
You know what
me.
I would do? I'd turn it on.
Oh.
Make sure it works.
We tried it earlier. and
Oh,
it didn't-
okay, because I've been up here, and actually, when I was up here in 1996, I stood right here.
Did you win?
Yeah, third place.
I
made
won
a-
third place when I was here last
Oh,
year.
there you see. Oh, you know, luck is in the placement. Oh, anyway, I always should say that.
Well, so
But-
you're a seasoned vet,
Yeah.
and so how did you come up with this recipe?
I love to play around with burgers. I do, tuna burgers, salmon burgers, all types of burgers. So it's kind of a fun thing to play with.
So you're a burger girl.
And chimichurri is it's kind of hot right now. Everybody's doing it. And I just love the flavors. It's kind of got a tangy,
Yeah.
sweet, saucy complement. It's just,
It's nice. It's a nice
So do you
condiment.
feed all your friends?
I do, actually.
And they congregate and go,
They're like, oh no, we're going to her house for dinner again.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. See, there's
There they
what-
are.
fabulous. We have the girlfriend saying fabulous over here. She's fabulous. Anybody that feeds you is fabulous.
Oh, we got another one over here. We have a.
I turned my 2 vegetarian friends over there into carnivores. So
Hey,
Oh,
then
my
you must be a
goodness.
fabulous cook then.
We have turned. Oh boy.
That's quite an
the
accomplishment.
cows are mooing now.
Well, we wish you the very best. It's a very intriguing recipe. I thought it sounded
Yeah.
good and just kind of
Sounded
fun.
garlicky.
But it sounds like it's just something that you fun.
It's not hard. I'm not under any stress.
I can tell, but I mean, it just sounds like something that anybody can do, which is something I think is which is
yeah.
really interesting to
we
both of us.
appreciate the fact that you're here.
Yeah.
Well,
You know.
as do I. I'm looking forward to it. It's fun.
Well, have a good time, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thanks. Thanks, honey.
And thanks for bringing the group with you. Like, eat a lot of garlic, okay? All right. All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. And we are here with
Wendy Brody.
And Bob Bussinger.
There you go. You,
Oh,
you got your very own there, young man.
There you go. You can
And
it up a little bit more.
We're okay?
I'm the Garlic Festival food consultant, which means that I'm the one that has the daunting job of picking out all the recipes and all the contestants. So I do that with a couple of friends, and it's just great.
So you
better.
actually prepare each recipe.
Prepare each
So you get all 300 to 400 to 500, depending on how many that are coming in.
Fortunately, they do a lot of pre-screening.
Okay, so you get the
right.
50 or 60
Right,
that they screen
and there's
in.
a real strict criteria that 6 cloves of garlic, a recipe for 6, and et cetera,
And I get to
cetera.
taste them all.
Taster over
This
here.
would be the official, and this is okay.
yes.
And, this
And I
is-
get to disinfect the house after all this garlic. It's good.
And our dog loves garlic. He's a little puffy thing.
believe that.
He never seems to have garlic breath, which is great.
And I'm sure he's very healthy, and you look very healthy,
very,
so
yeah.
I couldn't be
Yeah.
hurting.
Oh, it works.
And so you represent also.
Yes, Art of Food Television. We have our own cooking show with PBS, and locally we do as well on the Central Coast. I am a chef. I was in the first class of the California Culinary Academy and a member of the American Culinary Federation, and got honored as an Academy of Chefs member.
Oh, that's so cool. That's great. Well, thank you. And we really appreciate you doing and spending your time for the city of Gilroy and participating in
we
the
love the Central
Oh, yeah.
Coast, and what better festival and what a great area
This
to
is
be
great
in.
weather.
Yes, yes,
I mean, thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
actually cool.
I was just mentioning that last year you missed my demo of the garlic martini.
Oh yes, that was a big hit.
We need that recipe. Can you email it to me?
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
it was great.
Well, thank you so much. So then you today, now we are.
Oh, sorry,
Oh,
I'm
no,
the
go ahead.
tiebreaker judge. So
Oh, okay.
with all the different judges that are graciously volunteer their time, if there is a tie, my vote determines which way the pendulum swings.
Well, I mean, my sister and I went through the other day and picked our picks.
Oh.
We're not showing. We're not showing.
All right.
And so there's some good ones. So you had great taste.
Thank you.
Great taste, and we appreciate both of you. Thank you so much
it's
for
a
being
delight.
here with
Thank
us.
you.
Love being here.
Thank you.
Hi, we're with Barbara. Remember Barbara? Barbara is the co-chair of the Garlic Cookoff, right?
That's correct.
And we're right here standing, and we're looking at the first place, second place, third place crowns
And plaques.
and plaques for the cook-off. And exactly.
They're custom designed, custom made.
Absolutely. Elaine Bonino makes these for us every year. She creates them, designs them, puts them together. This year she's used fresh rosemary in her creation. They're really beautiful. I mean,
They really are.
It's so creative, and she does this out of the goodness of her heart.
And Elaine Bonino is with.
She is someone that volunteers at the Garlic Festival every year. She is garlic braiding. I don't know if you've been to garlic
Oh,
braiding.
okay. So she's over in
She
the,
is in the garlic
Kumbaya circle. Okay.
Okay.
That's what I call that.
Okay, the Kumbaya Circle. That's exactly where she
The
is.
Kumbaya circle.
And this woman is so talented.
Yeah, they're
they really are
beautiful.
beautiful.
These are works of art. You're looking at peppers in there. You're looking at
Well,
garlic, obviously.
actually, we won't tell you exactly which contestant, but we had a comment from one of the contestants is that she wanted to win because she wants one of those crowns.
I know who that is.
She
She doesn't care. She
doesn't
just wants
care.
the crown.
Yes,
She
I can
just
guess,
wants
absolutely.
that crown.
Yeah,
So,
well,
I
they're
mean,
beautiful. I mean,
so-
you can't even buy them. It's a unique piece.
Well, that's what she said.
It's a
you know.
unique piece.
So we do. I know you're real busy,
I
but we appreciate it.
Thanks.
We
Thank
appreciate
you.
spending your
Thank you,
time with
thank
us.
you.
And we hope we see you next year.
Well, I hope so too.
up
I
there,
hope so,
up there
too.
being goofy.
We'll be here.
I would never be goofy.
But we would. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. We're around town.
So here you
Okay,
have
I'm
it.
like getting kind of hungry.
We're getting well, smelling all this food, and all of the
And you
contestants.
guys, I don't know. Can you see back here? Can you see back here? This young man right here. This is. You know who that is? Okay.
Anyway, I just wanted to point out that all of the contestants are busy cooking now. They're each timed at 10-minute intervals, I believe, and so they've started from number 1 on through number 8.
Oh, look at the oven's open, the oven's closed.
So they're all working through their time slots, and looks like everybody's pretty calm.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Actually, yeah. There's like.
I could go shake it up a little, but I won't. Anyway, there's
some
Mr. Christopher,
Mr. Christopher,
and Mr. David.
And I don't know. There's this young man over here in this yellow shirt.
I don't know this.
And I don't know who this young man is. No. That's Narcy David, but I don't know who this young man is. Narcy, excuse me, Mr. You are?
Andrea Frangillo.
And?
The Stinging Rose in San Francisco and Beverly Hills.
That's where we know.
Okay, no wonder you look so familiar. I kept thinking, why is that man look so familiar?
In San Francisco, I am the garlic man. Here, I'm just a guy.
Just another man that loves garlic.
Yes.
So anyway, we appreciate you being here. We're with a cooking show, a local cooking show called Cooking for All Seasons.
I always look forward to come here once a year because people are so great. It's like a family. I mean, it's like every year it's look forward.
And everybody smells the same.
Oh, yeah. No cologne. They don't need to wear cologne. No.
Here. You know, it comes from within, sort of.
The cologne ruins the garlic.
Well, so I understand that you're going to be doing a demo.
I'll be doing a demo 1 o'clock today. Some dishes from my new cookbook, which I'm going to be signing today. And I'll be judging this morning. There's lovely people here that are working so hard to make the recipes.
Oh, this is a judge we've got here.
Okay. I made your 40-clove garlic chicken the other day, as a matter of fact. I made it for my husband.
How did it come out?
How could it not come out? It's got 40 cloves of garlic in it.
It's always perfect.
Cloves, because sometimes 39, 41.
No, we live in Gilroy. 40 cloves.
It's about 140 cloves of garlic in here.
For Thanksgiving, I made a 400 cloves turkey.
Oh, well, you know, the garlic just gets sweet. People seem to think that
ice
it's
cream.
not raw.
We make everything. No, raw. It's a little.
Sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is cooked.
Yeah, but I mean, when you roast it, it gets sweet, and then you make the gravy.
Roast it slowly, the longest, and then it gets very, very sweet, soft. We have the bagnacal at the restaurant, which those cloves, cooked slow, at 250 degrees, a couple hours slowly in the oil, a little bit of butter, and a hint of anchovy just to cut the little grease.
And then you dip bread.
Oh, focaccia.
Focaccia.
Just spread it on the focaccia. It's like a cake.
And then you just sit there and eat.
Mamma mia, I need a nice apron that says garlic more.
Well, we really appreciate you being here, and thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Good luck.
Good luck. Oh, this is fun.
Okay.
This is big fun. Okay, we're here. Hi.
Hello there.
We're here.
And the day is beautiful. What
Isn't
could
it
be
just,
nicer?
Thank God it wasn't last week.
Oy.
Hey, we would have been schmelted. We would have been all chicken schmaltz,
Absolutely.
So we're here with Narcy David, and you are the...
Well, I think of myself as sort of the ringmaster at a circus, because in a little while I'm going to be running around with a microphone on my head and one in my hand, interviewing the 8 contestants and the 6 judges, and I'll get people like Val Felice and Don Christopher, who are the founders of this event, up here and put them on the microphone. We take questions from the audience. I'll do a live radio piece at KCBS in San Francisco. I mean, it gets kind of crazy.
This is big time. In Gilroy, California, we've got big time, because I know you travel all over the United States and all over the world and bring joy and happiness and good food to everybody.
Well, you're very kind. I've got to tell you, of all of the events, though, it's very easy to say that the Gilroy Garlic Festival really really is the best. And it's
Okay, here's the
it's
money.
not well. It's not just that that they put on a good event,
Yeah.
but the way the thing is put on, the number of volunteers that come and give their
and
time.
that's why we're here, is to pick up
And
the
then
volunteers.
all of the proceeds are distributed to the volunteer organizations, prorated on the number of hours that each organization provided. I mean, it's just brilliant.
It's a brilliant plan, the way they have it set up. We went through this last year, and then we filled out, when we cooked yesterday, my hours were donated to whatever I chose within the community, as well as yours too, and I think it's great.
Yeah, it's wonderful. We really, all of us here in Gilroy really appreciate your time.
Well,
that
thank
spend
you.
here.
Thank you. So what are you doing with garlic that's new?
Oh, yesterday, well, we cooked in the sponsors area, but we made a Tuscan spicy garlic shrimp.
Now, I'm not going to be able to give you a judgment on that for another couple of months, but in October I'll be in Tuscany and I'm going to check it out and see.
We use
zest and orange olive oil.
We
All
use
right,
the
all
orange.
right.
Yeah, and in the wintertime, I use a blood orange.
Oh boy, that's wonderful. Yeah.
Very good.
It is.
We've made it for numerous parties, and it's been a big hit.
Yeah, it's very good. But once again, I know you're
Okay,
really busy, and I
great.
just really want to thank you
Delighted.
from all of us in Gilroy.
Oh, well, thank you.
For your time
Great.
and your effort through all the years that
I'm
you've put
delighted
in
to
for
be
us.
here. Thank you. All right.
Okay, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for your time, honey.
Thank you.
All right.
Have fun today.
I don't care. This is not.
We're here today
Look
with
at
a
this.
bunch of meatballs.
Better than a bunch of cheese
bizarre.
balls.
5 of them right here.
Are we on? Are you on?
It's
We're
about
already
better than a
on.
bunch of
And you
cheese
see
balls.
the reason why. Come on down.
It
Okay,
smells
this
really
is,
good.
Here comes the head meatball.
We're in the sponsors environment, the sponsors tent, and this is
Valerie, I am the head sponsor.
She's a head meatball.
She's the head sponsor.
I'm the head sponsor hospitality chair.
She be the chair. She be the head chair.
Yeah.
And
That'd be me.
That'd be you.
her.
That's why she
And
needs a name tag.
swing. I mean, this man does not. Okay. Now swing over there. No, that way. Okay, you swing. Okay, then.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Fortune.
Hello.
Hello.
And are you having fun rolling the meatballs?
Yeah, very much.
And
very
these are
much
the
so.
and these are the meatballs.
The meatballs rolling the meatballs.
And this
I'm
is
hungry.
meatball A.
This is the chief meatball with my brother back there, Sammy Bozo. He's the biggest meatball.
Where'd it go?
I don't know.
He's
not
like,
my
he's
turn to
hiding.
watch 'em. Are we supposed to keep going slowly?
Roll them
or-
very
Said it got-
slow.
And this is
Steve, and I'm a
You know,
meatball
we don't have
roller.
much fun at the garlic festival.
We don't have any fun at all.
meatball roller.
Everybody finds their.
So
And
now
back here is
there's,
you can't
there's
see-
Miss Nancy
Miss
back
Nancy.
here. Hi.
And she is not a meatball.
Not a
She
meatball.
is the chef par excellence.
She
keeps it together
She
in the
keeps
tent
the
back here.
meatballs bunched
line.
together.
You know, my daughter was the first
And there-
sponsorship hospitality chair.
And there is
Oh.
and there she is over
Say,
there.
turn around and give us a wave over
Say
here.
wave.
There.
Okay.
She's got one in the
And
oven.
and here's some other ladies over here. Say hi. And this young lady right here, say hi. And that's Val's husband, say hi. And he's bent over and his hands up in the air.
But Anna could show you her best part too. She was on NBC.
NBC.
Okay.
Okay, there's Mr.
There's Mr. Balls.
There's Mr.
Oh, come on. There's a bit.
There's Mr. And no, wait a minute, we can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Come over here, darling.
Just tell us what you're cooking today.
We're doing a Calabrian spare rib meatball and pasta sauce with rigatoni.
Okay.
From Calabria, you know.
Yeah, we're both
I'm
from
a little bit more
Calabria.
south to Sicily,
Yeah.
but you know.
He's Sicilian and I'm Calabrese.
So you like a different sauce? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I like a little bit more meat in my sauce. That would be Sicilian, right? No, that would be seafood. Yeah, okay. Earthy. Are we darker people down there?
We won't get into that.
That guy, John Marfia, used to get very angry about that.
There's the blondes are down in Sicily.
Yeah, the
Blondes, I
Sicilian,
love
yeah.
blondes.
The South is No, the South is
South is dark haired.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you
I'm
go.
wrong.
Well, we don't
I'm
want
wrong.
to disturb
But
your
it sure
make-
did create some
We-
fun.
We don't want to disturb the world.
Yeah.
The world's meatballs. So
I think it's a pretty appropriate thing that you're cooking.
yeah. So hey, maybe we'll see you guys here next year for a
Cook-off.
Cook-off. The
challenge.
an underlying or the behind
Behind the behind.
cook-off.
Challenge.
That's
Are we
nice.
supposed to show our-
be a
No,
theme
no,
for- I was gonna say,
not the behind cook.
It's an idea for a song. The behind the behind.
Behind the behind.
Begin the begin.
That's right.
Yeah.
The begin, the behind the
Well,
behind.
behind the behind cook-off.
Are we gonna
Okay.
sing now?
Yes.
Okay, go
Ain't
ahead.
that a trip? Garlic. It's a kick in the head.
Behind the behind.
How do you do?
All right, guys. Have fun.
Okay,
We'll see you
thank
later.
you.
Thanks. Thank
Okay,
you.
bye.
Bye.
So let's get to the names
Well,
of the
why
recipes.
don't you read off the recipes?
Okay, the
No-
first one. Okay, what?
Go ahead and read them
Okay.
off, and then we'll tell you which ones we feel sound the best.
Okay, the first one is now. See how this you guys. And this is Thursday. We have no idea.
Well,
we
these
know
aren't available for tasting for the public, unfortunately.
is Oh Baby, prosciutto wrapped, roasted garlic, feta, and rosemary stuffed bellas. Meaning bellas are
Portobello mushrooms.
portobello mushrooms, and that sounds good.
I think that sound. It's not a vegetarian thing, but I thought
no, but you could.
that
cha-
sounded
well,
really great because that would make a great first course or a great entree. I thought that sounded excellent.
Well, I thought it would sounded good. Was the fact is you could put it on a bun.
Oh yeah, and
You
eat
could
it
put
as
it
a
on a bun
sandwich.
and eat it as a
Maybe
sandwich.
that. See, I wonder. It doesn't say that they're serving it that way, but
Okay. Next one is creamy lobster, garlic, and hearts of palm soup. Interesting.
That pretty much says it.
That's everything. But anyway, okay. The next one is cornmeal crepe custards with sweet heat shrimp salsa. Cornmeal crepe custards.
I know what a cornmeal crepe is, but I don't know what the custard is. And sweet heat shrimp salsa sounds really good. I am assuming that the custard is inside the crepe, and then the shrimp salsa is an added
What
goes on the
over
top. Mhm.
Okay.
Kinda neat.
Next one is Mojo shrimp wraps with roasted garlic and avocado cream fresh. So that sounds kind of good. That's Mojo.
I would assume that would be
meaning
spicy.
Hot, spicy.
Mhm.
Shrimp wraps, which would be those like made with either a tortilla or
A lavash wrap or something.
lavash or whatever you want, whatever you make your wraps with. I make them with
You make the really big ones.
I
don't
make
you?
the big ones, but
I thought that sounded. I thought that sounded good because it's.
and
it looks
cream
like
fresh is like a sour creamy type of thing. So that sounded good. Is Pontchartrain potato crisp catfish with garlic mudbug etouffee cream. Mudbugs being the okay now
crawfish.
Crawfish. Okay. Duh. Etouffee cream is isn't it like kind of like a brown?
No, etouffee cream. I mean, etouffee
Is what-
is
I
a
mean,
dish
I've had
that's like a
shrimp
souffle.
etouffee.
An etouffee is like a ramekin. It's kind of like a souffle. It's not a souffle, and it's served usually in a ramekin. It's kind
I'm
of
so glad I brought her
it's,
along.
But
She knows all the
I
names of
guess
all this.
etouffee cream would be, it's probably just a creamy
garlic.
It's a
like
creamy garlic
yeah,
sauce.
Okay.
That's etouffee being a Louisiana.
So it's basically potato crisp catfish. So it's got a potato crust with garlic
and little
tiny instead of
crawfish. They're
crawfish,
like rock shrimp. They're like rock shrimp. They taste kind of like a lobster more so than a shrimp.
Lobster medallion, chipotle butter corn cake stacks with roasted garlic lime. There it is
Beurre
again,
Blanc.
beurre blanc. So now we know what beurre blanc is. and roasted jalapeno and red pepper relish.
So what basically beurre blanc is a base sauce, and they're adding the garlic and lime infusion flavors into a basic classic French sauce, which is actually the same thing that was done and won the previous year. So it seems to be a very popular.
Well, it's a real kind of basic sauce.
Well, it's what makes it taste good, besides the garlic.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one.
Next one is a garlic crusted pork tenderloins with roasted red pepper cilantro sauce. Now that one's pretty easy.
That sounds pretty straightforward, and I don't know, like in that roasted red pepper cilantro sauce, is there the addition of cream, or is it pure, roasted red peppers that are pureed and then put through a sieve or whatever? So that
one kind of that one doesn't have everything in there that could be broken down. Okay, next one is a chimichurri cheeseburgers with roasted garlic chili mayo. Now, chimichurri sauce is typically a sauce made with garlic and herbs, and it's it's usually put into like a processor.
And you serve it and drizzle it over. It's not thick like a pesto, and it doesn't have typically pine nuts like a pesto classically would have. But it's more of a liquid, drizzly sauce.
Argentinian. It's a real Argentinian.
Yeah, it's a condiment.
Yeah,
is basically what it is.
But that sounds real good. And the garlic chili mayo. Okay.
So that's kind of neat. I mean, I don't know if they're making the mayo from scratch, which is not a very difficult thing to do. But adding roasted garlic and chili to the mayo that's already like Hellman's or what you have here is Best Foods.
Okay.
That's kind of a neat. It's a shortcut. If they don't do it that way, that would be kind of neat. Maybe
Okay.
they are.
So our first choice was together. We both picked
the lobster medallion with
medallion.
chipotle butter corn cake stacks, and I think that presentation is probably going to. We both agreed on this one. I think that presentation is going to be like a Napoleon, which is a savory Napoleon, which is something that's layered.
But
and that
the
makes
more
a
I
pretty
think about it,
presentation.
I'm not sure. The prosciutto wrap, I don't know.
You think you
Anyway,
want that?
I don't know if I want that one. Anyway, so the second one.
Now we each picked two different ones. I picked for second the Mojo shrimp wraps with the roasted garlic and avocado creme fraiche.
And I picked the Oh Baby prosciutto wrap, roasted garlic, feta and rosemary
She
stuffed
never
Bellas.
agrees with me all the way, ever. We always
anyway,
have a conflict.
We're somewhere
Always.
around the same area. We're
And then
somewhere.
third, actually,
we both picked the burgers.
I think that I don't think has there ever been a burger on
No,
I've never seen
I don't
it.
remember a burger. I don't remember a burger. But anyway,
so we'll see.
Good luck to everybody tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll
And,
see how well we may be completely off
I mean,
the
we
mark.
could be. We're roasting here, so maybe we'll win as we slather ourselves with garlic. Maybe we'll be.
We'll be roasted.
We'll be roasted.
Yeah.
They can serve us on a bun or something. I don't know.
Let's get her. Somebody younger than 4? No, that's 7. Okay, well, a 4-year-old. Oh, well, that baby, that doesn't count. Can't walk up here. All right, we're going to give one of that baby to here. You can come and take this jar. And we got to get one. Boy, I'm in trouble. This is a tough crowd here. Listen here, young man. You don't have to wait 21 years to put this in a martini. It's all right to let your dad have it.
And by the way, you can eat these without having the martini part. They're good just the way they are.
What about the smallest person here? How's that for an idea? I'm afraid to say the older for
Who's 6'3"?
Anybody 6'3"? He's 6'4". How tall are you?
Christopher and Val Felice. Don Christopher's ranch turns out over 60 million pounds of garlic each year, and Val Felice created Gourmet Alley. Thanks to these guys, we have classic festival foods like pasta con pesto and pepper steak sandwiches. And what about that flaming calamari? Yum-oh! The next step is to throw into the mix loads of crowd-pleasing entertainment. I'll start with live music. My personal fave, Shaboo. I'll also toss into the mix a good helping of Herbie. Now, if your kids don't love Herbie, I'd say it's time to get some new kids. Oh, only kidding. All kidding aside, folks, it's time for the final step, which is critical. This tiny bottle contains the secret ingredient that makes the Gilroy Garlic Festival so spectacular. Gilroy Community Spirit. Can you feel it, folks? Just a little goes a long way and fast. So we'll mix that up. We'll add a little bit of garlic. Oh, who am I kidding? There's no such thing as just a little garlic around here. So we'll mix that up. We'll let it simmer for about a year. And this is what we'll get. It's the Gilroy Garlic Festival. Wow, I know you're all going to be big GGF fans because this is fantastic. Well, folks, it looks like I'm all out of time. I'm Rachel Ray, and thanks for watching.
Rachel Ray herself, in the guise of Sheena Torres, our queen. Fantastic, that's wonderful. And we're just about ready to announce the winners. Let's get all of the chefs out here. If we can get all of the chefs to line up behind your dish.
They're all lined
They're
up.
coming around.
They're behind. They're standing behind their dishes.
Can you see them? Can you see them? I'm sure you can. We've got the camera on them. This is the moment.
They're looking a
intense.
little nervous. There we have the queen. She's
Yeah.
over there waving her arm. She's getting
The sweat is pouring. It's smelling like garlic around here. There's Narcy. He's talking. Okay, she's waving. The Oh Baby prosciutto wrapped roasted garlic feta and rosemary stuffed bellas.
Yay.
That's the Hearts of Palm soup. Next.
From Albany, California, with a cornmeal crepe custards with sweet heat.
There's the cornmeal custard and sweet heat shrimp salsa.
Number 4, Lisa Grant from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. She made the mojo shrimp wrap.
There's the mojo shrimp wraps with roasted garlic and avocado cream fresh. There's the next is the Pontchartrain potato
The
crisp
étouffée cream.
catfish with garlic
Étouffée cream.
mud bug étouffée cream. Mud bug.
Yay!
Michaela Rosenthal, and there she's got the lobster.
She's got the group going on down there.
Yeah. She's got the
She's a tangerine lady.
tangerine lady with the lobster medallion. Chipotle butter corn cake stacks with roasted garlic, lime, beurre blanc, pepper.
Woo!
Woo!
Well done, Narcy. Now this is his second time in the competition.
And George Medina, yeah, he's got that the roasted
Garlic crusted
yeah.
pork tenderloin. And here comes the
And there's a
mojo,
the
chimichurri. That's right.
Cheeseburger.
Yum. Everything sounds so good. Here it comes.
Okay, here it comes. Third prize.
Winning the third prize, and what do they get? Third prize is $500 and a garlic
Crown.
wreath and a garlic
Oh my God, we
that's
picked
what
it.
we picked.
That's exactly what we picked.
We picked third place,
Chimichurri.
chimichurri cheeseburgers with roast. That's what we picked, Dad.
I know. We're pretty good, aren't we?
Cha-ching!
And we didn't even eat it.
No, we didn't even eat it. That's exactly what we picked. We picked the cheeseburger, and that's
How
what
cute.
won third place.
That's cute.
That's cool.
That's cute. I'm
We'll have
happy
to
for
make
her.
that.
She's the Burger Queen. We have Burger King.
Are
She
we
could be the
supposed to
Burger
down
Queen.
there so you can see us? In second
Oh my
place. Oh.
We picked first.
We picked first, but that's okay. She was in the running.
Yay, Michaela.
And that was the lobster medallion. She wanted that garlic
She got
crown.
her garlic crown.
Next time you come to one of these things, bring a rooting section.
Yay.
That's great. That's great. Well, you know, we didn't
So
do
cute.
bad.
No?
We didn't do
let's
bad.
Let's see what's
Okay, let's see what
second.
first is. That was second, so
I think she's gonna go with this one.
we'll see.
Okay, first place winner. Are you
Here comes first. Da-dum, 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 da-dum.
Oh, baby prosciutto.
Oh my
Oh,
God, we
baby.
picked all three of them.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh
We
my
picked all
God.
three. We picked
We
all
picked
three.
all three. We picked all three.
We just did these backwards.
Yeah. Oh my God. We picked
Well, actually,
all three.
yeah. That's amazing.
That really is. So hey, folks, listen to us. We must have pretty good taste. We picked all three. That's great. Well, you can see all the contestants are happy. I mean, hey, just getting here.
Yeah, they think
You
it's
know,
the
just
fun, and I
being-
know that
being here is
it costs a
fun.
lot of money for some of them to get here, and I'm sure some have children
yeah.
and have to deal with that. So, in spite of the airfare that they get, they still have other expenses. So,
Well, you know how much it is. Just creating that recipe
That's
is
right.
expensive.
That's right.
It just is. So hopefully we can
I'm
get
so happy
down
for
there
them. I'm so happy
and
for
talk
them.
to those winners.
We will.
Okay. All right.
Okay, we ready?
Okay, thanks. Let's see if we can get down there.
There we
Hi,
go.
Jamie.
Hi.
We're so excited.
We're happy for
We're
you.
so excited too. Thank you.
won,
It's fun.
You won
Third prize. Yes,
put your
indeed.
thing up. That's
Well,
so
her,
cute.
her plaque is right
and
here.
your plaque. Let's show your plaque.
Thank you very much.
And she has her crown.
I know. I'm so excited about the crown. Last time I was here, third place did not get a crown, so I'm very excited about
You
the
so deserve it, honey. We really we're gonna go home and cook your recipe.
Well, thank you. We know you're really excited, so you're gonna take those ladies home. They're all excited for you.
Yeah.
They must be my good luck charm then. Yes. They're gonna want to come to all my goodness.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your stay here.
Thanks. We will.
Bye. Have a great trip and have a lot of fun. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
Alrighty, we're gonna go on to the next. Enjoy your. Now you can relax. Now the fun starts, right?
I know. Where's my beer?
All right.
Okay, here we are.
Guess who we're here with?
Michaela Rosenthal from Woodland Hills, California.
And you won.
Second place! $750 and a garlic crown.
And it just pays for the lobster.
Almost
Pays for the lobster.
$800. I'm into this.
And who is that? And
That's the man that paid for the lobster.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, it was
Thank
all
you.
worth it.
Thank
So,
you. She's verklempt.
Thank you so
We
much.
were so happy for you, honey.
Thank
you
you.
deserve it, and you were very well
Nobody,
prepared.
thank you. Nobody wanted it more than I.
And you got your
Oh,
hat.
that's great.
And
she
we're
got
so
her
happy
crown.
for you.
She is now a queen of the garlic festival.
So thank you. Thank you for being here and
The
have a great
Tangerine
time.
Lady has taken second place.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? And you have one of our clippy things that has the name of our show. So what we want you to do is give me an email, and we'll get a
DVD to you.
down to you so that you can show it to your friends, and you can have a lobster party.
We want to be invited to the lobster party. Roy, we love Gilroy.
Thank you.
Thanks, honey.
Hi, we're here with Jennifer.
Malthus.
And you are the first place winner. I want you to know that we picked you.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I was so honored just to be chosen to be a finalist. I can't even believe I'm standing here. I can't believe I won.
Well, you deserve it, and I don't call it beginner's luck. I think because I know this is your first contest, and of course you did take first place.
Well, you want to know what you made? You made the
Baby wrapped roasted garlic, rosemary, and feta stuffed bellas.
You did an awesome job.
You know what? You have it. You have what it takes to create the food that's winning, and you have the right combination. So it's not winner. It's not beginner's luck. I think that this is you. This is you. I think you cook a lot of wonderful things. I get that feeling.
Thank you. I try. It's certainly nice to be recognized, though. It's certainly nice to be recognized for your talent. So
yeah, other than just your friends and your family.
Exactly.
And everybody's going, "Oh, it tastes so good. Oh, it tastes so good."
And you think they're just trying to be nice, right?
You know what? Sometimes that's what you think. Yeah.
But you see, they're really being honest, aren't they?
Nice to be recognized.
It was wonderful, and thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
And keep cooking, and we'll see you next year.
Definitely, I'll be back. I will be back. I will be back to support everybody else next year.
Hey, well, let's have another recipe.
Okay,
All
I'll bring
right.
something back.
We'll find you next year.
Okay,
Thanks,
thank
honey.
you.
Thank you.
Blue.
What am I doing? You want me to watch talk to you?
We want you the camera.
Oh, well, you tell no, but whatever you want me to talk to the camera,
yeah.
talk to you.
Both. Well, we're both. We're just gonna.
It's low key.
Like, blah, 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 blah.
In fact, I tell you what, Leslie, why don't you hold that and you have your own? And
Yeah, you get your own. We'll just look. We'll glaze at
You guys are
okay?
too much. You guys are too much.
Okay, are we here or are we over there? Okay, we're here. Hi.
Hi. This is the introduction number 1.
This is beep.
Okay, where are we?
Okay, where are we?
Hello, here we are. I'm back again. This is deja vu all over again.
Vuja Day.
Vuja Day.
Vuja Day.
That's backwards.
That's backwards.
And this is the
Cooking for All Seasons, and this would be the
Gilroy Garlic Festival. I have my own.
You have your own.
Yes.
This is the garlic season. So this is Cooking for All Seasons, garlic season, Gilroy Garlic, year 2006. And we're standing in the middle of it. Okay, take one.
Okay, let's redo that one.